Electronics overheating is extremely annoying, especially when your mobile device gets too hot to hold. But new technology may allow us to not only decrease the chance of overheating, but also make the electronics thinner.
Supernova Style Science News with Julie 7 Sage.
I have trouble on my laptop of it overheating after I work on it for a super long time. Same goes with my phone. The current method used to try to help insulate your devices are sheets of glass and other materials to simply block it. The problem with this is to increase protection from overheating, you have to add more layers, until we basically go back to the old brick phones. No thank you. So since we're trying to make electronics thinner, that isn't exactly something that would work well. However, if there was a more effective shielding that was only several atoms thick, that would be something that would work perfectly. And that's exactly what a group of Stanford researchers led by Sam Vaziri has created. They used a technique that is used in houses to make interiors warmer and quieter. The technique is having layers of air between sheets of glass with varying thicknesses. Air is a great insulator. That's why it's used in so many places as an insulator. So the researchers did the same thing, but instead with nanosheets of different materials. They used a singular sheet of graphene and 3 sheets each of 3 different materials. These combined are only 10 atoms thick. That's 30,000 times thinner than a strand of human hair. That's amazing! To make this a practical way of insulating devices, researchers will have to find a way to deposit the atom-thin layers onto electronic components during manufacturing. Not only to deposit them, but also to do it evenly so that some places don't get hotter than others. But once they figure that out, it's possible that our devices can get even thinner. Imagine that! But you may be asking, if we've been using this technique in so many other places, why didn't anyone else think of this before? Well, when you think of it as just heat, the most logical thing would be adding layers, since that is the most effective way to block heat. But these researchers thought of it in another additional way, as sound. The reason why the electronics are getting so hot are because they're vibrating. And they're vibrating at such a super high frequency that we can't hear it. But they are technically producing sound. What's happening is, as the electrons flow through the electronics, they collide with things that they pass. Each collision causes an atom to vibrate, and as more collisions happen, the more vibrating there is. But instead of us hearing it due to the frequency it's vibrating at, we feel it as heat. So they thought about things that are used to block sound, which the air technique is also used for. Sometimes, to get better results, you need to think outside the box a bit. You never know what breakthrough you can come up with. If you want to learn more, check out the links below in the description. If you want more cool science news, follow. And remember to share cool science stories with your friends to show your supernova style.